HSN. This is an entire hour of sewing with Brother. We've got beauty coming up next, and I'll be back with scrapbooking. It's really kind of a creative, fun, crafty day, and then after that, we're going to take care of things around your home. In this hour, though, we're going to wrap up this segment featuring the very top of the line when it comes to computerized sewing from Brother. This is like the Mac Daddy of great sewing machines. Now, here's something special. We have 5 FlexPay available. That's very rare on this machine, and it's only for this hour. So you have 15 minutes to take advantage of the 5 FlexPay. Plus, we have free shipping and handling. And again, Tarlene Cahill, who's our sewing expert, is going to tell us all about this machine.
Oh, my gosh.
This is just like the top of the top of the top.
It's the top of the heap. But remember the computerized portion of the embroidery machine that we just showed? This has a lot of those same features, but then even more. I'm going to quickly go over the ones that you've already seen, so I'm not redundant. And then I want to show you features you've never seen before that this machine has. You've just watched speed control. Needle down, push button reverse, on-off switch with the green and the red light. I love that. Top loading drop-in bobbin. This is all great. And the automatic side needle, the automatic needle threader. Okay, those things are enormously fantastic. But take a look. We've never offered this before. Remember in the old machines, you were able to work the foot pedal with your knee? Look, I'm working that foot pedal because my knee has a special lever on the right. This is what they do in the factories. And you'd have to be able to swing out and see my knee on my right side working. Look at this. There. Look at how your knee will work this lever. Now, people love that, and I love it because when you're sitting at a desk, I have to turn this around, so I'm going to remove that. But you have both hands on your work area securing it. You're not worried about trying to hold it with one hand and move the foot with the other hand. You can keep both hands working and holding something in place while you maneuver that foot with your knee. Okay, we've never offered that before. I don't know if it's ever going to come around again, but you will get this lever with the machine, and that's amazing. But I want to show you what else you're going to get. You're going to get the capacity to be able to see at a push of a button an entire LCD screen, and each one of those icons represents a whole world of stitches opening up to you. The first one, we say, okay, check it out. You're getting all of these functional and utilitarian stitches to your heart's content. In fact, it tells you there's 67 of these stitches on this particular part. You go to the next little icon, there's 31 of these decorative patterns. And you just go through until you find the one that you want. On the next piece, these are all applique stitches. What I like about the Brother machine, especially this Project Runway model, is that they have grouped all of their stitches together so that you can find it so much faster and your eyes aren't glazing over. There's 5 cross stitches. And then with the decorative satin stitches, wow, there are 10 more of those. So you start adding up the stitches, you're going to come out with about 294 built-in patterns. Now I'm scrolling over, and you can scroll up, down. Wherever you see that highlight is where you are, and when you press OK, that's what you're going to get. You have a block alphabet. You have a script alphabet. So you can do the cuffs of your honey or his pocket. You have the outline alphabet. And of course, you have not only the uppercase, but you also have all of the numbers. And there they are, and punctuation, and being able to write in different languages. There are memory pockets, but here's something I'd like to show you that's not on any other machine. This little guy right here is a utilitarian one. This is for reverse. Look, I'm going to go over to the scissor cutter and say, okay, do you want it on or do you want it off? Well, I want it on.
Yes,
I want it cutting that thread every time I'm done. That's for sure. Wow. Let's go back to that. Let's go back and see something else that you're going to flip when you see this. This machine has mirror imaging. Do you want patterns singly or infinity? Do you want to stretch or make them smaller for the stretch patterns? Okay, wait, it's just starting. Single needle or twin needle? Do you want... Check this out. What language would you like it in? Because we have English, French, Dutch, Netherlands, Espanol, Italian. I mean, any language you want, basically.
Wow.
Some of them I don't even know what they are. I mean, it's in every language. I say okay to English. Okay. So I want you to see all of the variabilities that you have. Do you want the beep sound on or not? I do. I like it on because when I touch something, I want to hear something's happening from that. And then how do you want your light panel? Do you want it light or dark? And you can control that as well. So nice to know you have all of that control. You have all of this unlimited menu. And then that's just if you want to get fancy. When you first open up your machine, you probably going to be using these stitches down here. These are the ones that are easy to access. You get to them right away. And right now, I'm going to do this one because I just want you to see not only, by the way, you get to control the stitch width and the stitch length with these scroll buttons. I want you to see that automatic cutter working because remember we just set the cutter? Now wait till you see the cutter working. All right, you have speed control, so you can go slow or you can speed it up. We did that earlier. If you're just tuning in, that's a fantastic feature. Also, it's a horizontal thread feed. Now let's go ahead and stop. Okay, now watch this. Lift up the presser foot.
Oh, that's the best.
I didn't have to cut the thread. Do you know how much thread that's going to save you?
Oh, it's
no tails hanging everywhere. Yeah. And it cuts not just the top, but also the bobbin.
Is it really?
Isn't that nice?
I always had long tails, and then I have to go back after I'm done with the project and clean up every little last thread on the whole project. Makes you insane.
It does.
Remember, just so you'll know, this comes with 5 flex pays, but only for the next about 10 minutes. That's it, 10, 11 minutes, and the flex pay ends. I have about 70 machines left. Also, too, comes with the hard case. This is a $25 retail value, just the case alone. It comes, look at all the little feetsies you get with this one.
Lots of feetsies
it's
with this
jam-packed.
There are 14 feet. We don't offer that many feet with any other machine.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. You're getting a foot for, see if I can see this, piping and zippers, overcasting. This is for attaching a button. You literally, it holds the button in place for you. Then you have your buttonhole foot. Look, a Teflon foot. So now you're doing plastics and leather and vinyl and things that normally would be sticky. You slide right over them. You have an applique foot. Overcasting here. And this is for the all-purpose foot. You have a foot to put in invisible zippers. Here's a $20 walking foot. You're getting that today. You're getting your embroidery, darning, free motion foot. You have a quilting foot with a guide on it so you can do wider stitches than what you normally would do if you're doing channel stitching. And then, of course, you have a 1/4-inch quilting foot and another single stitch foot along with extra spool pins and extra needles and all the goodies and gumdrops that you need, including a second spool pin. And I'd like to show you where the second spool pin goes. Take a look at this. This second spool pin fits right on my bobbin winder. Now, typically, you're not using the bobbin winder, right? So what we do is you can put on that second spool for your twin needle sewing, and they both are going to be done horizontally. Normally on a machine like this, you get a second spool, and then one's vertical, one's horizontal. They're all getting tangled up, but this way they both feed the same way. You're not going to have any drag or pull on those threads.
Smart.
Very smart. Very nice. I like that feature. You're going to find that you love a lot of the features on this sweet, sweet machine. It's our top of the line.
Now, just so you know, I have about 60 machines left, so the countdown's pretty much on this one. And if you're looking for literally the top of the line from Brother in a sewing system, this is it. And clearly, Darlene's explained why this is so impressive. So when you buy a great machine, buy a great machine. If you sew a lot, go for the best of the best. Here you have free shipping and handling. And I love that 5 flex, but I know I sound like a broken record. That ends at the end of this hour. So if you want to get it at home on the flex, guys, what is it? I actually only have 4 flex on mine. Isn't it funny?
But is it 5?
Yeah, it is 5.
Wow.
But this was just recently added. So you have the 4 flex comes out to what, $119.99 for their top of the line. And that does make a big difference, doesn't it, when you're sewing?
Oh, it definitely does.
Your face. She was like, oh, are you kidding me? By the way, 5 dozen left. That's it.
I've sewn enough in my life.
Yes, you have.
Since I was 10 to know when you have a clunker or a dog that you want to throw in the pond. This is not one I would ever, ever use as a garden ornament or a boat anchor. Trust me when I tell you, this is a cream puff. It has a beautiful dust cover on the front. It keeps all of your internal mechanisms dust-free and out of harm's way when you're transporting the machine. It has a nice sturdy handle. You have a presser foot pressure control. In short, they have not forgot any single little feature on this machine.
Wow.
Every single thing has been added into this. You've got your alphabets. You've got 294 different stitch patterns with the speed control, the automatic cutter, the top-loading bobbin. I'm going to show you right now the automatic buttonholer because there are 8 different buttonholes in this machine.
8, not 2, not 3, not 4, 8.
8.
By the way, 25-year warranty while we're at it.
Really nice.
25-year warranty. This could be the last machine you'll ever need.
Well, I can't imagine you needing anything more. And you know, the truth of the matter is sometimes when you get bit by the embroidery bug, you're using your machine all the time to embroider. It's nice to have a high-end machine separately, so you don't have to wait till you're finished with a design to do some sewing. It's nice that that the other machine does both, but it's also nice to have that second machine. Now, if you could only afford one, I'd get the one that does the embroidery and the sewing. But if you can afford to have multiple machines, like we have multiple tools in our kitchen, I have more than one cooking pan, right? We have a whole collection of pans. I have a whole collection of machines, and I hope that you can too. Then this is the one to have.
The other thing I think is neat about this too, Darlene, is let's say you go, well, you know, I'm really not going to do much embroidery, but I'd like a little bit. You've got the capability with this because you can do the monograms, which is lovely, and you can do words if you want to because the letters are built in. That's kind of a nice way to go there, but not have to commit to a full embroidery system.
Well, you know, you're right about that too, and I like that it has the 3 alphabets, the outline, the script, and the block. They're all simple, they're easy to understand. They are the most popular alphabets that are available in 7mm wide stitch width.
That's great.
So, and they're good for the collars and the cuffs and the little, you know, personalization of your husband's shirts, things like that. And let me tell you something. You make something like that for him. Oh, and it finished, by the way, it cut the thread by itself. Did you see that? I just had to pull it out when it was
I have
done.
thread cutting envy. Can
Isn't
I tell
that
you?
nice?
I am thread J. Thread cutting jealous right now. By the way, 40 left. You know, this could sell out here in a couple seconds. If you'd like to pick it up, again, this is the top of the line from Brother. It is their Project Runway model, which is fantastic. Free shipping and handling, but once again, just because I want to make sure you absolutely understand,